So today we were going to talk about uh, building your direct email list, how to use it, who to use it with, and what service providers are out there that might be able to help you and to help benefit you with reaching your target audience. One of the things that we're learning as something that's become very, very clear over the course of doing the Photo Art Pavilion and even prior to, is that marketing is a must if you're looking to get your art in front of your audience, and it's never ending. It's something that you have to do. It's something that you have to be comfortable with, and it's something that you just have to kind of have fun with it at some point. So hopefully today we'll be able to kind of break down a little bit on the email marketing, the priority that it has, and how it could help propel your business in 2021. Just moving things forward. So we've discussed doing direct email campaigns in the past. So let's dig in. If you've not chosen an email marketing provider as of yet, I think what I'd like to do is spend a little bit of time going over the leaders that are in the industry, and for you to review. So as I blurt them out, perhaps jot them down, and then at some point you could go and review those leaders on your own, and then you could dive in on your own. But for today, I just want to give you a short list of who you might want to consider using. Um, Email marketing is a real cost-effective strategy for marketing your art. Um, it gives you control of directly staying in contact with your customers and your customer base, your friends and your family. Just for instance, I'm following my own advice. So I did start my own direct email marketing campaign. I signed up with one of the providers. I put all my friends, families, and so forth inside that in that list, and I sent out an email announcing the upcoming show that we have. I was going to mute that person. The upcoming show that I'm in, and I have to tell you, the response that I got from people, friends and family, they already know that I'm into art photography. They already know that I own a gallery. They already know that I have this online space. But the response that I got from people, oh my gosh, I'm out of town. I wish I could be there. I will be there. Just checking my schedule now. So, it's one thing to make these announcements on social media with your target audience and your friends and your family on what it is that you're doing and what you're passionate about. But it's another thing to gently touch them directly and have that personal connection. We talk about that all the time. I'm a big proponent of the personal touch, the phone call. That's to me the right way to connect with people. So let's talk about the things that we need to consider with reviewing your art provider. I mean your email marketing provider. So the service that you want to sort of gravitate for should enable you to be able to create a highly engaging email newsletter with an easy interface. Ideally, the drag and drop, which I'm sure by this point in your digital lives you're pretty comfortable with drag and drop editors. This is something that if that service is not providing a drag and drop where you can drag your art, your logo into their editing tools, it's probably not a good fit for you, because the idea of direct email marketing is the quicker, the easier, the more succinct that you can make that process, the better you're going to be with your successes with it. The program should also allow you to be able to easily send bulk emails. And that's the whole purpose of this, right? You want to have bulk emails that are going to go out. We also want to have the ability to personalize that email and target it without a lot of work. So it should also allow you to schedule deliveries of emails for a date and a time in the future. Again, what I normally do with the marketing for Photo Art Pavilion is I have an extensive calendar that goes out months ahead, and I schedule myself to create XYZ email that needs to go out to XYZ audience on such and such a date. I'll do the work, I'll set it up, I'll schedule it. I said it and I forget it. And it's a wonderful thing. It takes the pressure off of having to come up with those ideas on the spur of the moment. A lot of times when it's on my calendar, schedule such and such an email, and I look at it and I try and I have hiccups with my creativity that day, whatever it might be. I'll get it started. I'll put it on hold. I'll come back to it. I'll polish it. I'll finish it. I send a test email back to myself to make sure that it looks right. And then I'll when I'm happy with it, I put it on the calendar through the service and have it scheduled to go out. So that's a great thing that you really ought to think about. Of course, affordability is another factor that you want to consider with your direct marketing. The word affordable is going to mean something different to everyone. We're all at different stages in our art photography businesses. And that matrix is something that you need to measure on your own, whether it's there are free services out there, which I will talk to you about in a minute. There's also some services that are as cheap as 15 bucks a month, 20 bucks a month, and beyond. All depends on the size of your email list, who you're starting with, how many folks are on that list, and how big you're going to grow it. Those are some of the factors that these pricing points are going to come into play for. But initially, a lot of these guys are going to be able to get you started with a zero cost up front. It's just a little bit of a time-consuming process on your part, no matter how you go at it. So let's talk at some of the, let me introduce you to some of the ones that I would suggest that you might consider if you're not using one already. So number one on the list, the best in my opinion, is Constant Contact. They've been in the game for a long, long time. It's the most easy to use, and it's very beginner friendly. It's a really easy email marketing service. You can easily manage your email lists, your contacts. They have really cool email templates. There's a marketing calendar there that you could utilize, and so much more. Now, all those things that Constant Contacts offers, there's part of that is part of the free service that they offer up front. They will give you a 60-day free trial. You don't have to give them a credit card. And then after that, their pricing starts at about 20 bucks a month. And I think the more services that you utilize of theirs, those prices go up. So Constant Contact, you can get started for free, 60-day free trial, no credit card required, but the base price that they offer is $20 a month, and I think it stacks up from there. The next one that I would suggest is one that is probably not that popular. They're based in Europe, actually. The company is called Sendinblue. They're extremely easy to use. They have excellent tools. You could create beautiful and highly engaging emails. A lot of great drag and drop email editor setups, and it's really a perfect management tool, direct email management tool for beginners. If you have no experience in email marketing, Sendinblue is really fantastic. They offer completely free email marketing plan that lets you set up about 300 emails a day if you want. I don't recommend that, but all your emails will have their branding on it until you get into a paid scenario with them. And their prices are about 25 bucks a month, but you can utilize them for free if you don't mind having their logo at the bottom of all your emails that go out. So, just again, I think Constant Contact, I think all of them are that way as well. Like if you are working with their free setup, their free platform, they're probably going to have their logo at the base of all your emails going out. So it's something to consider. Another one that I think is really great is called GetResponse. It's extremely easy to use. Again, simplifies email marketing for small business. They offer drag and drop email builders. You can segment the contacts that you have in your list into different piles. Like you may want to have friends and family in one segment, and you may want to have small business leads in another pile. So you could create these little divisions in your total list. So let's say you're sending out an email that you just want to reach out to business type of an email. You could just send it to the segment, the business to business segment. So I like those features on my own setup as well, because I do have my list, my email list divided into two: business to business and friends and family. So sometimes I'm just sending emails out directly to business contacts. It's a whole different type of language and feel that goes out with those types of emails. So after you have those segmented emails set up, you can, move forward with get response in a real easy fashion. They do offer a 30-day free trial, and then after that it's $15 a month. So far they are the cheapest, in the top four that I put together for you today. And then the last one that I love and I'm actually using is MailChimp. I had used MailChimp years ago with one of my other businesses that I run. And it's, to me, one of the most popular, and it's also kind of fun because with MailChimp, I used to call it monkey mail, but with MailChimp, their back and forth response with you, like if, like, hey, you launched your email or whatever, they're kind of fun, they're comical, they're little jokes, a little very light and airy communication. So it kind of takes the seriousness out of what you're doing with your direct email marketing, if that's something that you need. They're very, very popular. They offer forever free email marketing service if you want, for up to 2,000 subscribers on your list. Their paid plans start at $9.99, so call it $10 a month for up to 500 subscribers, and then the prices go up from there. I think the difference with the free in MailChimp versus the paid with MailChimp is the templates that they give you. The templates that they give you on the free side are not so robust and not so colorful, but if you're creative and you get used to taking their blank template slate, I'm sure you guys could work very easily with making them as colorful and as vibrant as you'd like. So that, that drag and drop stuff is there as well. So those are really the top four that I would recommend. So we went with Constant Contact is the first one, Send in Blue the second, Get Response the third, and MailChimp the fourth. So I hope you guys jotted those down and get a chance to go look at them and see how they may fit and work with your business. Everybody's different, so take a look and see what's the right fit for you. But the one thing I do recommend is that you get started with direct mail, even if it's one email a month going out. You guys are involved in tons of stuff with your photography, your art photography. It's real easy to just have a simple email going out once a month. I actually put into my calendar, once I finish one email for the month privately, I'll put into my calendar, let's say 2 or 3 weeks from that date, and say, start thinking about your message for your next month. So try not to leave yourself hanging in a lurch, shooting out emails just for the sake of shooting out an email. Have something exciting to say, whether it's a new piece of art that you have displaying on photoartpavilion.com, whether it's an art exhibit that you're in, whether it's something new that you're doing as a process, maybe your pricing point, maybe you have a sale on your artwork, whatever it is that you're doing in your business month to month to month, a nice little gentle touch to your email, to your audience, is a great way to stay in touch. Even just a simple hello and happy Valentine's Day, which is the next one coming up. So next holiday coming up. So keep that stuff in mind when you're thinking about your direct email setup, okay? We're going to get to a Q&A in a little bit, but what I do want to do is talk to you a little bit about what we talked about last month, which was sharing the art buyer information with the artist. So we did reach out to our legal group, and we adjusted the privacy policy language on the website. So if you have an opportunity to go to photoartpavilion.com, scroll all the way to the bottom, and in the black area, you'll see a little link that it says privacy policy. Embedded in that policy, we did clean up the language, and we did put in there that we will be sharing the art photographer's the art buyer's information with the art photographer so that you can add and grow your email list, your direct mail list. One of the things that's important is if someone buys your art piece or a art piece from you, there's probably something about the style of your work that they enjoy and they may want to gravitate back to. Typically, art buyers will buy anywhere from 1 to 5 pieces from one photographer. So we don't want to cut that channel off for you, but we also, so we also want to give you that information, and then you do with it what you think is right with your direct email setup. We will not share phone numbers with you. We don't think that that's the right way to go, but certainly we'll share the client's name and the client's email, and then you could add them into your direct email setup. And of course, the client, has the opportunity at any point to opt out. So we don't really feel that we're infringing on anybody's privacy too badly. So we cleared that up. Please go to the website, scroll down, check out that that information on the website. And if you have any other ideas of how we may want to change that language for the better, please let us know. But we with the legal team, everybody kind of feels like things are going good there right now. So so that's about it. At this point, what I want to tell you guys is if you do have any questions, just jump them into the chat area and I'll start taking a peek at them. I am going to pass the meeting over to Jess. I'm going to try and find her. Where is she?
I'm here.
There she is. I'm going to pass the meeting over to Jessica, and she's going to talk to you a little bit about, there's like a little bonus segment for you guys about a service that we've been utilizing called Linktr.ee. So take it away, Jess.
All right, so bonus content. On Instagram and Facebook, you're only able to have one link essentially set up for your bio. So we've been utilizing Linktr.ee. It's Linktr.ee. It's a free service. You're able to basically have this as your hub, and it allows you to be able to feature more links. So for Photo Art Pavilion, we have ours set up for when you click on our link, let's say in Instagram, it'll go to Shop Art, or you have the option, if you're an artist, there's an artist area. Contact, we have our Facebook listed there, our Instagram and LinkedIn channels. And this allows your reach just a little bit bigger, because now you're not limited to just one URL. You know, as a business, we all have different connections and so on that we want to maintain. So between social media outlets, between, let's say as an artist, you want to feature a certain category. You know, here you are, let's say marketing, your recent trip or whatever your top categories are. You can actually create that link in your Linktree. The free account actually allows unlimited links in it. I mean, granted, don't go crazy, but do give a direct one, precise locations as to where you're looking to drive your audience. And they do offer a pro account. It's like $6 a month, and then you're able to add in like social media icons. You're able to basically custom create your background for the Linktree page. They give you a little bit more options and the ability to view all the analytics as far as how many people are viewing your links and which links are they going to, and so on. So they have all that data for you. We see it as a great way to be able to just spread that reach and really drive the traffic into those specific areas that you've been marketing. So, again, as an artist, if you're, directing traffic to one direction, update the Linktree so that you have it there. So when the user clicks onto your link, they know exactly where to go, and then they're not fishing for where it is that you were trying to drive them. It's a great tool to add to your arsenal for social media. So Joy, what are the questions?
I'm back. So yeah, Holly's got a few questions here that that I'd like to address. So she first mentions that what are some of the drag and drop platforms? I think I've gone over them in my commentary, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to type them in here. So we got Constant Contact. We've got, let me see, I've got Send in Blue. I've got get response, and I've got MailChimp. So these are really the best drag and drop scenarios for direct mail campaigns. But Holly's also writing that she used MailChimp and found it complex, easiest to create all in JPEG and import, which is exactly what I was saying. So if you have the free setup with MailChimp or any of these, to be honest with you, their templates that they offer you to utilize for direct mail are pretty vanilla, and you have to kind of spice them up. When you start making the payments for the $20 a month or the $10, $15, $20 a month, then you start to get the ability to reach or interact with their more robust templates and create those colorful emails that go out. I'm finding that, same as you, Holly, I had a little bit of frustration with MailChimp at the beginning, but I'm a creative, right? I've got really awesome tools. I think one of my marketing minutes, I talked about a service that we use called Canva. I'll type that in over here. Canva is an amazing place where, I mean, Jessica and I used to design all of our art in Photoshop or, Illustrator, and it was a lot of work and a lot of heavy lifting. Over at Canva, we're able to create, and the dimensions are already set up for you. Email header, it's already locked in at 600 pixels wide, things like that. So we do create, I do create, Jess creates a lot of stuff in Canva, and then we drag it over into our direct marketing setups. We drag it over into our social media posts. Sorry, I couldn't think of the word. So find a way to get your creativity flowing in an easy way, and Canva is a great way to get it going. Yeah, Dawn, Canva is awesome. I agree with you.
I'll take Holly's next question. So she's saying, how do we add Linktree to Facebook and Instagram? So the beauty of Linktree is that they're providing a new link. So you utilize that. You're going to update your URL in Facebook and in Instagram. And Linktree is basically like a landing page that you create. And again, it's going to have the links that you specify, what it is that you're looking to have on there. So that one URL that you're allowed in Facebook and Instagram now turns into, let's say, maybe 3, 4, 5, whatever it is that you need to be able to get your art out there and really drive the traffic.
Excellent.
Yeah.
All right, I have a question here from Dawn. Is it possible to add the name of the photographer and the artwork name to purchased artwork? Dawn, I'm going to unmute you so that I can ask you to be a little bit more clear with that. Hold on. Are you there? Dawn, hold on. Oh, these buttons are so funny. Where'd you go?
There,
Hold on, Dawn. I'm not hearing you.
How's that?
There you are. Okay.
All right.
Please ask me your question.
All right. So I had 2 sales, right? Bang off the bat, very excited. And it was very interesting because I did not know who purchased them. And then a little investigative work, or it just kind of came, then people got in touch with me, actually. So they were known to me, the people that bought them. But the one big canvas doesn't have the name or, who the photographer is. They actually asked me to come over to sign it for them, which I don't know that I want to do that because my handwriting is horrible. Why would I want to do that on this big, beautiful canvas? So I just thought, on the back, because sometimes like when I purchase artwork, on the back is just a little, label of the name of the piece and, the photographer name. So that's all. I'm just wondering if at any point can that happen?
It probably could, but we'd have to really work with our vendors to get that done. As it stands right now, we're trying to look at things in a real big picture. Not these, we're national. Okay, so if someone wants to purchase your artwork and they live in Oregon, if they ask you to sign it, that's going to be a little difficult, right? But on the back, if we had something like this art piece was created by, with the company Photo Art Pavilion, you know, that might be something that we can get to in the future. Anything that that's happening right now, we don't have that capability, but it's always something that we could ask and sort of work towards. One of the things that Jessica and I are very open to and have been open to as this whole Photo Art Pavilion endeavor has taken off is listening to you guys and gals and taking your recommendations and trying to fly with them, because we recognize that this is your art business, and we're just a vehicle to help you move forward. So absolutely, it's something that we'll talk about, we'll chat about going forward, and I think it's a great suggestion. I don't see why we can't get it done.
I'm going to jump in too, Joanne. You didn't mention too, from our last meeting, we were talking about having the little email icon added to the artist storefronts. Now that was something that was discussed last month and we were able to accomplish. So that's a whole nother thing that we were able to put out there for our artists, is to allow whoever is at their storefront to be able to send them a quick email if they have questions, want to connect, and so on. So that was another great thing that came about a conversation.
Yeah, to clarify, it's the artist profile page. So I'm trying, because like when I go, let me grab I have Photo Art Pavilion open. So when I go to any artist, I'm gonna click on Allison Betts. Hi, Allison. If I click on any of Allison's images and I get over to her storefront, there's right now I see the icon for Instagram, and then I see the email link. So just so you know, and we're doing this because we really want you to drive and feel comfortable with driving art buyers to your storefront, because we don't want you to feel like, well, if I send my buyer to that storefront, they can't get in touch with me. You know, what's the point? We want you to, so we put that email link there. So if anybody clicks on that on your storefront and they see that email icon, they want to talk directly to you, they're going to have the ability to speak directly to you and leave us out of it, which is fine. Okay, you still can drive the sale through the website. You're still going to earn 100% commission. So again, this vehicle is here for you to utilize to the fullest. We're working on something that one of our other art photographers that's part of the site has asked us to do. We're working on trying to make your art storefront page, your profile, your main profile page, a little bit more user-friendly as far as clustering the artwork in categories. So in other words, let's say you have landscapes, black and whites, lighthouses, whatever those categories are that you're utilizing, to try and cluster that. So if someone comes to your homepage at Photo Art Pavilion, they're going to be able to click on a genre as opposed to seeing this whole scrolling storefront. So right now we have that out to our developers. We're waiting for a proposal back from them to see what it would cost and what the time frame would be to have that implemented. So all these ideas that you guys are bringing to the table for us are things that Jess and I either didn't envision initially and are happy to put together, because not only do they help all of you, but they also help us. We're also art photographers, and we're on the website, and we're trying to sell just like you guys are as well. So keep the ideas flowing for sure, because it's really a great way for all of us to really take this community to the level that we all want it to be, which is just sell. So let me see if I have any other questions here. Anybody else want to jump in? Otherwise, I think we could close this out. Our 30 minutes is just about over. All good? Want to give me a thumbs up in the message area, guys and gals? I'm going to throw one in there. I'm good. All right. Thanks so much for being with us. We'll see you again next month.